Scientific notation. Scientific notation is how we write very large groups of numbers in a shorthand version. And so the thing to remember is the exponent tells you how far to move your decimal point. So if I had the number 4,700,000, you always have only a single digit at the beginning, so I would have 4.7. I put my decimal point in between my two digits. The zeros drop off, and it's times 10, and now I count how many places after that decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's times 10 to the 6th power. If I had 53,225,000,000, I'm still going to put a decimal point here, and I'm going to have 5.3225. I have to take all the numbers that follow it. The zeros drop off, but I count from the decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's times 10 to the 10th. If I am multiplying numbers together, let's say I wanted to multiply these two numbers together, I could put them side by side, and this is saying times 5.3225 times 10 to the 6th. I can now use my commutative property, and it doesn't matter the order I multiply in. And I'm not going to do this because it's a really big number, but I would multiply probably with my calculator, 5.3225 times 4.7, and I'm going to be given an answer, times 10 to the, oops, this is 10 to the 10th power, sorry. 10 plus 6 would be times 10 to the 16th power, and then it would be, I would move the decimal point. So let me actually do that just to show you. I'll use a calculator. I could do it without, but you will get a calculator for this kind of a problem. So I'm going to first take 4.7, and I'm going to take it times 5.3225, and I get 25.01575 times 10 to the 16th power. But I can't say this. This is not right because this is 25. So I basically move it one more place and make it 2.50175 times 10 to the 17th power. So that's just a really big example of how you could use scientific notation. And you might see a question that uses it. So as long as you can write it all the way out, you can just operate it like numbers. But you can use the shorthand version if you understand what it means. And your calculator will say times 10 to the whatever power. It will look correct. Now there's another scientific notation that is using negative integers. And there's a later video, or another video, I believe, on negative integers. And knowing that negative integers mean that you are actually using a fraction. So if I have 0.0045, I'm going to put my decimal point to between the 4 and the 5 again, 4.5 times 10. Now, how far did I move it? I moved it 1, 2, 3 places. So it's times 10 to the negative 3. So if you have a negative exponent, that means your scientific notation is going to be a decimal number. If you have a positive exponent, that means your, so you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you end up with 12,000 is what that equals. This one, you started here and you went the other way. So a negative exponent means a decimal number. A positive exponent means a bigger number. And that's what scientific notation is. Thank you.